Thank you, Muni, for speaking to Aravind Reseller. We would like to start with a brief about your company, Ahad. What is it all about, and what kind of solutions do you offer on the market?
Hi Chris, thanks a lot, and it's excited to be here again in GITEX, again a fabulous event. About Ahad, the company is established as a conglomerate between German and UAE company, and this is where we would like to promote, especially catering to the Middle East region, offering cybersecurity, risk management, and digital transformation services as well as consultancy offerings. The most important thing about Ahad is we see a lot of challenges, we see a lot of breaches. The cyber attacks are only increasing in numbers, and especially with people now working from home, the cybersecurity risk have only tripled, quadrupled. This is where Ahad comes in as a solution provider, where the three major offerings that we'll be focusing will include security assurance. I will be looking at advanced cyber defense, as well as helping organizations adopting cloud as well as digital transformation for their journey towards execution as well as successful implementation and transformation.
So from UAE, which markets will you be focusing on?
The key markets that we'll be focusing will actually include the public sector, including the government. We will be focusing a lot on BFSI, helping ensure that the financial sector has the required competency as well as the defense in place to ensure and thwart any advanced cyber attacks on them as well as their critical infrastructures. Plus, we'll also be focusing on, obviously, education has transformed, healthcare has transformed. We are looking at a lot of data privacy as well as data protection acts that's being introduced in the country as well as in the region as well. So we'll be helping ensuring people become compliant as well as are safeguarded and protected against advanced cyber attacks.
So what will be your USP in terms of cybersecurity solutions? Because what kind of landscape have you seen?
Sure.
How has the threat evolved in this market, and how do you plan to solve those issues?
Indeed. So I've been, and together myself, our team has been a veteran. We actually will be looking at providing advisory services. We'll be looking at offering consultancy, because a lot of people already have invested in a lot of solutions, but those solutions actually are broken. And this is where we may be able to actually help customers ensure the investment they have done are actually fruitful for them, as well as introducing new emerging solutions as well as offering which can actually ensure all the investment that people are putting in are in the right areas, and obviously they are providing the right value addition to them as well as to their management, showcasing that obviously they are achieving the new heights as well as new success in everything that they're doing today.
2020 has been a year of seismic changes, lots of changes in the market. What were the key learnings from this entire episode, and how do you plan to use those learnings in the year coming forward?
Sure. So 2020 is, I would say, has been strange in each and every way, and this is where it's also exciting because I see every challenge has an opportunity hidden in it, and this is where we would want to focus on the positive and to see from this challenge of COVID and calamity, what are the opportunities that we can potentially exercise as well as help other people and our customers actually harness it. So this is where one of the key critical areas that we'll be focusing towards will be ensuring the challenges that has been brought upon by COVID, how to address those, and even how to actually get something beneficial out of it. We have already seen, for instance, just talking about the year 2020, none of our companies actually had a work from home policy, but now people have become much more lenient. People have actually allowed and even prefer people to say, okay, stay at home, because we could be even more productive than we were before, because previously we were working maybe 9 to 5, but now, especially working from home, almost you're working 24 hours without even getting the additional pay. So I would say that is a positive, obviously, for the management, but especially for the people as well. Being a father, being a husband, I've seen that additional flexibility have brought in I would say still even it has balanced our work life as well, because obviously I can work based on my own availability as well. And going forward professionally, 2020 really has increased the threshold of doing things different, adopting the change quickly, because if you don't adapt quickly, if you do not obviously overcome the challenges that are out there specific to industry, specific to the vertical, we would not see the tomorrow. And this is where so far, alhamdulillah, covering up all the COVID challenges, I'm looking at 2021 to be very, very optimistic. Business is already picking up, and obviously we have already had some very exciting talks as well as projects in pipeline. So we are actually expecting 2021 to be a great year and a fabulous year for business, not just for us, for everybody actually who's been hit by the current pandemic and the situation they're facing.
Thank you for speaking to Aravind Risal. It was nice having you with us.
Indeed. Thank you, Chris. Thanks a lot.